Hello and welcome to my Wednesday weekly update. Today is August 8th, 2018. I wanted to first open with the childhood story of Humpty Dumpty. If you know what happened to him, he fell off the wall and couldn't be put back together. And what I'm wondering is are we at that time in this market, or we're going to stay on the wall and continue to build and grow? I'm hoping it's the latter, but let's look at all the data and what it's telling us. So for the past few weeks, we've seen the Bitcoin versus altcoin chart, and you can see we've pretty much come back to the same level. Bitcoin's a few percentage points off its low of 5,700 and change, and we're approaching that crucial support level. Altcoins are extremely congested here at the bottom, and they've given back all their gains. 45% as much from IOTA and EOS over the past few weeks, which is a lot. And it's a lesson in taking profits and taking some off the table and not being greedy with our trading. So that's what we have for the comparison chart. Let's now look at Bitcoin and what I see with that long-term chart. So we're back to being short on the daily. I gave the update a few days ago about going short on the 480, which is a little bit faster time chart. But let's look at things from a macro point of view. And what I'm seeing here is we've had 10 out of 11 closes on the downside. We're trading below the 50 period and the 200 period moving average. For me, when we trade below the 200, nothing good happens there. And I'd really like to see us start to find this bottom. This 5,700 level is extremely important. And over the short term, we're seeing 6,100 to 6,300 as the level that we'd like to have hold. In addition to what I normally show you guys, I'm showing you RSI right now, which in the simplest point of view measures overbought and oversold conditions. And right now RSI is at 33. And the way it measures oversold is when it goes below 30. So we're kind of on this indicator approaching a crucial point. I don't believe RSI is as great as an overbought indicator, but I believe it has some merit from the oversold point of view. And we are approaching that 30 level. So with Ethereum, you can see here it's got a large descending triangle from the top of January to today. And price over the last several months has just been stair-stepping its way down. And it's had big run-ups, but the stair-stepping down has given back all those gains. Another lesson in taking some off the table when you have profits. It's trading below its 50-day moving average as well as the 200. And the crucial level for ETH to hold here is that 350 to 360 level. You can see you have a handful of days in here and then a handful of days late November, early December before the breakout. So 350 here is extremely important, or we're going to come down and test 290 to 310. Those are the next levels. And Ethereum has been known to have a lot of reaction to other altcoins. So I'd look to see if Ethereum breaks down, you're going to see a lot more pain for other large macro cap and mid cap altcoins. Next chart I want to look at is XRP, which is very interesting. It broke its most recent support at 54,000 Satoshis, and it made a new low since breaking out during that second week of December. And since we've made that new low, I'm going to look at the 46,300 level as the next spot of where I see some support for Ripple. And I'm doing an article on this next week, and I found it very interesting of how the company works. And I believe it does have a small place as a diversification if you're not a Bitcoin maximalist in a cryptocurrency portfolio. So that'll be coming out next week. And 46,000 is where I would start laddering in if it's a position that you'd like to take. It is a falling knife at this point, making new lows. But I think it has some merit long-term based on the roadmap for this company. They have very deep pockets financially. Last coin I wanted to talk about is Monero. And Monero has also made a new low in price over the past few days. And if it breaks this 157,000 Satoshi level, it looks like 130,000 Satoshis is next in line for its support levels. And if it breaks that, we're going to be coming down to the 110,000, 111,000 Satoshi level. And if I'm a long-term buyer, which I am on Monero, I believe it is one of the strongest coins, and it's a position where I would start laddering into as well. It's part of my long-term portfolio. So if you have any questions, feel free to put a message in the comments below. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Thanks.